year to date as of May 2019. As you can see, we are running with a favorable stance of about $81,000. We're running right around where we expected for revenue. We haven't seen too much change in that. Operating expenses are just a little over budget, or under budget, excuse me, under budget. We have a few line items that are going over, but others that we're able to maintain and have a little bit more control over where we are to keep everything in check. Do we have any questions
the 85-year-old thinks they're being talked down to just because the 25-year-old is using a more expansive vocabulary than the 85-year-old is used to. I don't know. So that's my only, I don't like the word condescending. I would either strike it or replace it with a different word. That's the first half of this. And the second half of this, I have another opinion. Okay, in the second half of this, you have the last two paragraphs. It says member resident right to appeal with board of directors. I think it should be written in there within 30 days or something, so you get a timely, something timely, because justice delayed is not. And then on the terms of the sole discretion piece, I'm a little concerned about that. There are 4 people that live here in Rose County, and I think those 4 people that are on the board of directors, the one who works for Statesman, or it should be the 4 that make the decision, not the 7 that comprise the whole board, because it's more of a jury of your peers, for your peers. If somebody does something that warrants a $100 fine, I'm sure there'll be a critical incident report written up about it, there'll be a discussion, rules, etc. But if it's just those of us that live here that are making that decision, I think that'll be better accepted by the entire community than if it's the declarant-controlled board. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, but there's more you than there is us. So that's my only perception here about that, because I think this could end up being viewed as somewhat negative.
So I think, and I'm going to disagree with you a little bit on that. Only
That's
in
fine.
That, well, only in that we need to continue moving forward with the board as a whole. We need to quit talking about the declarant versus the residents. The reality is, right now, as you said, you are the Tuscana Board of Directors.
We understand.
Period, end of story. And in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, when transition happens and this policy is still in place, you are only going to be a resident of board of resident members.
So you can change it ahead of time.
I think it's, and the
But I
reality.
don't think we're in a position to start picking what.
I understand, but the only reason I mentioned that
We don't
is-
make a decision on, if someone came back and said, we feel like we were wrongfully accused, we wouldn't sit and say, does this only impact us from states?
Well, then
It
can we
would
make
be,
this
how does this
can we make
impact?
this a unanimous decision then? Because it could very well be a situation where he said, she said, you don't have a bunch of other witnesses, and people are taking sides.
Well, everything, whenever you guys vote as a board, it really is unanimous. It's gonna be, if 4 of you vote to not move forward with any sort of penalty or issue with something, then that's going to be how it is. So I don't think writing unanimous is really necessary in this instance.
Okay, my problem with it, I want us to be a board. I don't want to separate as far as that. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but I want us to be a board. As long as I don't want the declarant, I don't want that, it just separates, I don't think one should be more important. It's not. My problem with this, I don't like the word sole discretion. It just is, it kind of makes, if you have a problem with a resident, I really think there's easier ways that we can do it than have this, and this fine, all this stuff all over them. I just kind of, it already makes a problem that we've already had into like a bigger problem with saying, we have the sole discretion, we will do what. To me, it makes it look like we'll do what we want to do.
But you are the board and that's exactly what you can do. This is literally just taking into
That's a fact
account.
of life.
That is part of being on the
I
board
mean,
of directors.
look, I understand.
It's just not something
No,
and I understand it's a fact of life.
Pat and Barry, I understand exactly where you guys are coming from, but you're pissing up the road, being honest. Typically, you're gonna constantly get outvoted if necessary.
Well, okay, if I get outvoted, I understand
He
it.
says it
But
all.
But that you will not be allowed to be in a position to challenge
we've got 6 people violating the pet policy, all 6 people need to receive the same violation. It's not because I have time on Monday to process a violation, Bob's getting the violation, but Tuesday I'm too busy, so Sally doesn't. We can't be doing that. So you as a board, it's no different than the patios. We have the right to mandate what is and isn't on the resident balconies. Just because we've not been processing the violations of the balconies does not take that right away from you
And
guys.
see, that's what I don't like. Why are we making a rule for something that you can selectively not like somebody and do it, but you don't have to?
Because it takes the entire board to do that. So you as an entire board shouldn't be picking and choosing when you do that. That should be based on a resident coming to us and saying that we have an issue.
I can support this except for the fact that I remember a lot of who agreed with me, and we have nothing in any of our CCNRs. Last time I checked, all the HOA documentation, condescending is very interpretive, and it's not a crime.
I don't
So let's take the word out.
Yeah, I'm
Other than
fine.
that, it's fine.
Yeah, I can totally get rid of the condescending, that's an easy edit, we can add to within 30 days, because I think you're right, the timeliness
Sure,
of the
something.
appeal. But I think all this is saying is there's a process that's being put in place, this is not saying that we're going to find, yeah, we're not gonna run rampant, we're not gonna start finding people left and right, this is just, all this is doing is clarifying what's in place, because the reality is what was in place before only protected us in this forum. It would have been much more touchy to process a violation for something that happened at Fun Friday or murder mystery. And that's the reality is those instances have occurred. And so this now says, regardless of where you are at Toscana and regardless of who's involved, Toscana will step in and do what they can to help. That's all this policy does.
It also protects us.
Nicole?
Hang on one second, let them go through their process, then we'll take audience questions. Thanks, Keith. So do we have, can I get?
The only other question is, if you look at this last, you got, looks like you can rack up points here for multiple offenses. Is there a time frame involved? I mean, like parking?
So, just like anything else, we usually go with the, 21 days to correct.
Okay, that's fine.
Things like that.
That's how you're gonna interpret this.
Go 6 months for an incident, like all of our others. If it happens in June and then it doesn't happen again until September, we start over in September.
Perfect.
It's
That's
within 6 months. I think that's fair to say.
That's fair.
So, can I have someone make the motion with the changes of removing condescending and adding the within 30 days?
I'll make a motion.
Okay.
I'll second.
Any other conversation from the board before we take a couple homeowner questions?
We'll let Tyler take that. Okay.
My only thing is I just can't stand it. I'm sorry. I mean, I know it's,
You can vote no.
my vote is definitely no. I can't explain to you, but I just feel that it leaves it open to nitpick when we want to nitpick, and I just,
And can we have the minutes for this meeting show who voted for what?
So with that, I know I had a couple audience questions, so Keith, you were first.
Can you explain to me how you're going to enforce any of this regarding the guests?
Can you repeat that?
Can you explain to me how you're going to enforce any of these regarding a guest? How are you going to collect? How are you going to serve? How are you going to do any of that?
We've actually had that issue in the past, which was one of the reasons why the original code of conduct was written. And an owner was actually processed for the violation and the resident.
So stop there. So you're saying if you can get no resolvement with a guest of a resident, the resident will be responsible?
Yes.
You don't even go to the guest.
Huh?
You don't even go to the guest, it's all the resident.
Again, it's gonna depend on the situation. So if it's something that's occurring at the pool or at an event while we're here, we would address it with the guests and move forward. But if it's something that doesn't get resolved, yes, there have been guests removed from the facility and owners told their guests were no longer welcome.
No, I'm talking about the dollar amount violation.
We didn't have the fine back then, so that would be something that would be levied against the owner, correct?
Is it there? Is
Not
it in
here
your
today.
policy?
Well, we can't levy a fine against anybody other than our owners. That's a given in the HOA.
So you're
rules.
saying it's tacitly implicit there?
Yes.
I mean, I would put it in writing.
many, many years ago, we had a naked sleepwalker down in the parkade, and there was an issue with fine rendered and the rest of that stuff.
Male or female?
Running that one.
They're running out of He got dealt with the RMA rating this time.
I gotta tell you, man.
No, I
You can't make this stuff up, you really can't.
So before we vote,
He had nothing to do with it.
You go for it.
It's a 6-episode event on Netflix.
So 21 days, say $100 penalty, ridiculous. 21 days goes by, nothing happens. What's next?
you would go through the policy. So you have 21 days from a courtesy notice, then you get the second, you get your violation notice, and you continue moving through the process. If we get to the point of multiple fines, the board will determine if attorney gets involved.
How far does the process go out? Say there's just one penalty.
Well, what if
$500.
if it's resolved, it's done. And then, well, no, if
What
at the
happens to
6-month
that?
mark, if we're still going through the fine process, we get the board involved and say, we need to get the attorney involved. This isn't getting rectified. They need to receive a letter from the attorney. You need to get this fixed.
So you gotta wait a minimum of 6 months before you actually take any
Legal.
significant action.
It depends on what you mean by significant.
I want you to be, I like this, and I agree with my wife about what she said.
That's a wise man, I'll tell you that. Wise,
No, I mean, I agree totally. But what I'm saying here is 6 months out, the community finds out there's this fine, someone punches them, whatever. And there's this fine 6 months out, nothing's been done.
Well, but if
Now the impression of, okay, here we go, there's another rule with no teeth in it, and gee, we'll wait until, what I don't want is for it to get to a point where we're gonna put a lien against them, so if they ever sell their condo, I mean, that could be 27 years from now. We could all be dead. by the time.
well, but if so, in your example of someone punching someone, that's a one-time event. So that's rectifying. So whether they've paid the fine or not, as long as the issue is not ongoing, we're done. We're only processing one fine. Now, if you walk out your door and every single day you punch Gil, that's a different issue.
But I'm not talking about one person,
Gil would punch
doing
himself.
that. I'm talking about,
Ain't worried about it.
I want you to impression.
Well, that's just it. There's no impression because
Yeah,
the
it's
rest of the community doesn't know when violations are being processed. So.
But
if-
the act of that calls a violation, everybody will know. I mean,
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. We have, I mean, you're talking, you have neighbor-to-neighbor instances all the time because of barking dogs, because of smoking, because of all sorts of things. All this, this is so much bigger than just these one little incidents. This is issues with somebody going after the landscaper every single time the landscaper's in front of their unit, yelling at them about how they're supposed to be doing the landscaping. This is keeping communication between residents and the management team appropriate. This is keeping treatment of your board members. You, as residents, shouldn't be attacking your board members after a meeting because you don't like decisions. This is a bigger thing, and all this section of it does is allows us to move forward with a fine when necessary. That's all this does. Nothing about this code of conduct has changed other than the ability now to impose a fine. And we're just branching out to say, it's not just the board meeting, it's everywhere on Toscana property, people need to treat each other with respect. That's all this is for. So don't get caught up in the minutia, don't think that tomorrow we're gonna go out there and write 900 letters about this. These are major infractions. This is not, my neighbors don't get along, this is not she glared at me in the hallway, we are all adults, we're not in high school anymore. This is for the big things.
Nicole, what bothers everybody is soul discretion.
But everything the board of directors does is within your sole discretion as the board of directors.
Then why say it?
You holding this meeting is in your discretion. You don't have to hold this meeting.
Then why don't you take added sole discretion, just cross that out.
I have
You can
absolutely,
determine if a
we
violation.
can absolutely do that.
Take out the added sole discretion.
One person making the call, yeah, one person making the
Add. Take out added sole discretion, just cross that out. Because it's inferred.
It is life, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, you are having a board meeting right now at your sole discretion of the board to have this meeting. You have no requirement to have this meeting at all. in this room and been having this conversation just us seven. Not a problem at all. Everything you do is at your sole discretion. So if you would like that line,
Let's do it.
That
Vote on
might-
that.
it's still sole
If you can take
discretion.
if you can take sole discretion out, that solves your problem.
Yes.
So what we're
I'm
gonna
just
do
saying,
is,
sole discretion.
we're gonna vote on the motion as it was. It's not gonna pass. And then we'll re-motion with the three changes.
That's fine.
Does that sound good? Now, before we do that, I know there's another question.
Yeah, I had a question, and I see if I can phrase it right. It involves probably discretion, I think it's unwritten. A certain party in here continuously violated a rule at the pool. And he said until you solve all the other problems, he's going to continue to do it. And I don't think, because there's other things that haven't been enforced, that that person breaking the rule is forgiven from breaking the rule. And my perception was that was going to be the case.
Again, I can't talk to anybody in the room about anything that's happening with anybody else's violation process.
Okay, forget that it's
So-
any specific event, but giving the reason for breaking a rule because others are breaking other rules doesn't seem to be an acceptable
And it's not.
Defense.
It's absolutely not.
Okay.
That is absolutely not.
And that,
It's
and my
not.
perception was wrong because I thought
Correct.
that was the direction it was taken.
No.
Nicole, can I just ask one quick question?
Well, hang on, we have, Stan's been raising his hand in the back for a few minutes.
Yes, I have a question about if, as a owner, and Creel Management is managing your property, and in some cases, you don't even know who is renting that unit, how can the owner be responsible if a renter is in violation of something?
Because you're still renting out your unit, so what would happen if there's ever a violation at the unit? The owner and the tenant will always get a copy of that letter, and we always let Karen know when the letter's gone out. So you would be notified if there was an issue with the tenant in your unit.
Okay, because Creel Management is supposedly running a security check when they rent it.
And we have nothing to do with any of that process. So all we do is if we've got a tenant violating any one of our rules, and we send out a notice, it goes to the owner and the tenant, so the owner's always aware that the tenant's breaking a rule.
But again, what's the verification? I mean,
You and Karen working together to get it fixed so that it doesn't go into the fine process. That's why the courtesy notice exists, is so that things can be corrected before it gets to the fine.
And really, if the person's hired Karen or any other leasing company, it's the leasing company's job to protect the owner. That is their job. So if they've got a tenant in there that is breaking the rules, that is the management company's responsibility to say, hey, this person's not doing what they're supposed to, go back to the owner and say, this is the situation, how are we gonna handle it? Are we gonna evict them? Are we gonna, whatever we're gonna do? It is the management company and the owner's responsibility for everything that owner, or that tenant does.
May I make one recommendation?
Yes, you may, please.
The second paragraph where you have third line, will levy a monetary penalty, and then down again, there was a second will, I just lost it. The additional will be,
Penalties will be imposed.
I made the recommendation to change it to
Will and
may.
shall.
May.
And this may help Pat, because
a policy on any of this?
We've had a policy,
But it's never been enforced?
no, we've had a policy, but we've never had the fine attached to the policy.
That's what I'm
This
saying,
is
so
new,
there's no history in terms of.
Not for code of conduct.
not for the code of conduct.
For other
Yes. For other fines, yes. All those in favor?
Aye.
No, it's unanimous. Thank you guys, good job. The next is another fun policy, and this is one that I do expect us to talk about a little bit. We may have some changes, this may be something we bring back. It's pretty comprehensive, that's why I wanted to make sure you guys had it early. This is a policy to move forward with creating a requirement for the residents of Tuscana to maintain their plumbing and do a line jetting once a year. So as you know, we have taken on the task of doing the line jetting for the Tuscana common areas, which are in the parkade, and we are doing that once a year. And that is done in all of the horizontal pipes in the parkade, which is great because the reality is everything flows downhill, so we're cleaning out a lot of the blockage. The reality is when an issue is had in the stack, which every single one of you has a stack, resident-to-resident issues cause the backups in the stack. And what happens is the association ends up paying to get it cleaned up, but the association is not responsible for the issues that happen within the unit. But what we're seeing is that even after we had done our jetting, we do still have an issue with blockages that are happening between the first and second and third and fourth. It's almost impossible to find fault unless it's stuck between the third and fourth floor. Once it's moved anywhere, there's no way to prove where it really came from. So for residents to work together and trying to figure out who's paying for what, it's been really an issue of whose responsibility is this. And so we had our plumber come out, Moon Valley, and we met with them, and they were concerned that by us doing the jetting, all we were doing was facilitating a problem of, you've cleaned out your area, you've accepted responsibility and knowing that there's an issue, but you're not putting any of the onus on the residents for making sure that they're using their plumbing correctly. You're not making sure they're using the enzyme, and you're not making sure that they're not putting anything down their drains or disposals they're not supposed to. So we went back in history, pulled some documents, again, worked with Nicole over at Carpenter Hazelwood to create the policy that's in front of you that requires our residents to, once a year, do a jetting of their part of the stack to make sure that anything that's blocked in their stack is moved through the line. And then we can, every summer, because we've put in here that the requirements are to complete the work by the time summer hits, we can then jet during the summer. We don't have as many people here in the summer. It's a little bit easier to do because we don't affect as many people. But we know that everything's done, and now we can clear the line to the rest of the lane. It goes into some minutia about the responsibility of, the deductible and who's paying for what and everything. But the real meat of this is you as residents are responsible for that. We took it a step further. We did talk to Moon Valley. I do not have the firm hard numbers in place, but they have agreed to give Tuscana a discount on the services to the residents. They've also agreed in giving a gross discount. So if you can get together as residents with your stack and say all 4 units want to get it done on the same day, they can use a different jetter, and they can go through and do the jetting for all 4 units and get it done, and you'll get an even more discounted price. So they're definitely trying to find a way to provide as much safety to the residents as possible. We're only talking $250 to $300 on this. This is not an expensive endeavor to be done once a year, and the reality is
$250, you said?
$250 to $300.
Which is $1,669,250 for 677 units.
No. It would be passed on to the residents. It's not our fee. Each owner would be paying that.
Right, but it's an effect of raising our
going into the main stack, it's still something we're jetting, so they're still gonna be responsible for it.
Nicole,
Still making sure that it's getting cleaned out.
why couldn't we just, I mean, I understand how it needs to be done, but why couldn't we just say, building 26 is going to be this day? You're going to have to, unless by this time you showed me that you've already done it on your own.
That's-
How are you gonna make people do it otherwise?
It's gonna be just the same as the HOA insurance requirement. It lists in here what's exactly needed from them once it's done. The reality, could we try to do that? Yes, but that's even a harder pill to swallow. It's, tell them they have to spend $250 to do it, and then tell them what date they have to do it.
But if they're gonna get a bigger discount.
Well, we can help facilitate working together, and that's what we've told Moon Valley. So
No,
that's
that's what I mean.
Yes,
It's
so
just-
we've heard that Moon Valley has talked to Pat, and Pat's has been able to get with 6 of her neighbors. Yes, we can send an email to Building 26, that says 6 of your neighbors have already signed up. If we can get the rest of the building to sign up, I can't make it a requirement.
No, I'm not saying that.
So-
I'm just saying if we can get a better discount and you can send it to owners, people that are renting might just say, what are you gonna do about the people that say, no, I'm not ever doing it?
No, it would be part of the management process.
Ideally, it's either by the each or by the entire stack would be the ideal way to do it. Another real quick comment, I went up to Wisconsin Living, and we got Alex's old, what is Trump jetting? This really needs to be updated with the great pictures that John did a while back for the 10 year, so that everybody can see what the heck we're talking about better than we can today.
We can definitely send that out when we send out and the thing with the communication about the policy is, I'm bringing this to you guys today.
We don't have
If
to-
we're able to approve it today, great. If we're not, great. This is not something that we're gonna approve today and start forcing down people's throats tomorrow. There's gonna be education, there's gonna be time, opportunity to meet with the plumber, we'll do a resident. We've already talked about not doing a resident workshop, but actually doing a lunch and learn with the insurance agent and the plumber to come out together to talk about what happens when you run things down your disposals, and then what the implications are on your insurance and things like that. And making it, we're gonna bring food so people come. And we were talking about doing a huge event. Moon Valley wants to sponsor an event in the fall and the evening. So we're gonna be providing multiple opportunities to get this information out before we go mandatory, get it done in the next 3 days. We're not gonna shove this out.
What happened to the ensign thing that we brought? Because now when Moon Valley came out to our place, they told us that the jetting would not be necessary if you continued to use the ensign.
And that's what will happen. So if you continue to use the ensign, which is what we'll recommend to our residents, Moon Valley will do an assessment before the jetting. And if Moon Valley determines that the jetting is not needed for your unit, they'll provide you with the documentation that says the jetting is not needed. What we have talked about at the Budget Finance Committee though, is because of the cost of the enzyme to the association.
Right.
Moving forward in January, the association is no longer going to be providing the enzyme for free. We're gonna create a cost-effective price. We'll still order it because you have to order it through bulk contract through the plumber. You can't just go get it. So we'll continue to use our networking to be able to order it for residents, and we will be providing that option to them. However, if you use the enzyme and you use it consistently enough, you could avoid this cost.
But it would be less than $200 a year.
But now it'll be less than $200. Yeah.
So Nicole, I mean, logistically, you would think that ideally they're coming and they're flushing all four floors.
Yeah, they gotta do it.
Yeah, exactly. So, and from a cost perspective, for them to come to the whole building and move to the next one, instead of piecemeal, you've got to assume there'll be some cost savings there.
Absolutely.
I would be interested to see what that cost would be.
And why do you consider tabling this till the vote that we do the same with the budget act? Because then you're setting resident expectations. Okay, here's the budget for next year, and here's the budgets for the add-ons that looks like we're gonna have to be required to pick up on our own. So they leave here all riled up all at one time.
And so the reason for the annual requirement, you guys, the reason for the annual requirement is to ensure that when the association is spending the association's dollars in completing the horizontal jetting in the parkade, we're getting the biggest bang for our buck, and we're getting the most clean, because what we're going to see as the residents are doing it, and we're taking, how many days did it take this year? 80. Didn't get it done the first time, they looked back out. Each building. It took over a week. Right, so it took a week, and we're paying labor on that. So if they can come out and knock the building out in 3 to 4 hours and be able to move through an entire arcade, that's huge cost savings to the association.
Yeah, so let's try and look at the whole,
We'll do that.
the whole picture and see. Yeah, because it is an expense.
Yeah, and that's, John just made a really good point too. So John just made a really good point too, in the amount of savings the association's gonna see in the emergency calls. Many times, because we don't know where things are and what's going on, the association ends up facilitating the Moon Valley Call. It's $142 every time they come out and clear a chunk that the association ends up paying. And so that's a huge cost savings to the association. It's gonna end up potentially offsetting for the association. So it's gonna be,
We're paying for it one way or the other.
we're paying for it one way or the other.
Through our HOA or through.
Do we want to then table the approval of the policy until we get all these dollars and everything? Okay.
One more question, we
Yeah,
have,
1 second.
and this is very well done written out with regard to what idea, what the things that have are, you know, we ought to install copper, steel braided nylon mesh on your ice maker refrigerator, and such all that stuff. If we've already done that, is there a place anywhere in the file for my unit where you guys will know that I've done the 8 things that are required here, but where you can keep track of it?
We'll have to, yes. So that was one of the things we talked about with Nicole, is working on a document that would need to be filled out to show us all of that stuff. So absolutely, we will.
So we
move
can show
forward
that to
with
you, but you've got a repository to keep.
Well, yeah, we have what's called a lot file. Every single resident
That's
in
fine.
town has a lot file.
That's fine. So you would be able to then, at the same time we vote on this, be able to tell us what the process is you're going to be able to use in the event I choose to rent the unit out to some future date. You know, whatever. Who's the chain of custody? Thank you. Tough question.
Yeah. One second. Just gotta raise some mistakes. No, I wanna make sure I don't make it. Stan?
No, I believe it's this lady.
Oh, Jan?
What about building 10? We don't have disposals, we don't have the cleaning of the line, from what I understand. Down in the basement.
Yeah, it would still exist because we still have issues with food being put down the drains without the garbage disposals. And so-
Down those little bitty holes.
Oh, you'd be amazed at what we see come out of pipes. Let me tell you, you don't wanna hear the stories, Jan, I promise.
It's not just food also, it's like hair conditioner, it's
napkins.
pet care we've had issue with. So it's not just food, so it's not really disposal related so much as it's stuff is going down the drain. And it's not just pure water.
We just had a 3-unit backup for a hair clog because a resident uses her kitchen sink to wash her hair instead of the shower. And we had 3 units affected for that. So it's definitely anything. Keith?
In all deference to Moon Valley Plumbing, can we get some other bids for this project?
That's
What's the vested interest in Moon Valley Plumbing?
Moon Valley understanding the makeup and.
Well, they can read the schematics, other plumbing companies. There's plenty in Phoenix, there's plenty in Scottsdale.
That would be a board decision, yeah. They would have to,
I think it's worthwhile to do it, because they have a much get better, because it might shave a few points off the valleys.
Right, let's see what they say.
Finance committee.
Yes.
They will be. right? Well, right now you're on, or you're on budget, that's why you haven't.
Well, I'm in a bit of a quandary because I understand that we're responsible and some people are more responsible than others as far as